hurleys if you're in the front row here. You have it, thanks.
Let's start the 2013 review with a great start for Tyrone in the Irish Daily Star National League Division 4 final in Mullingar against Carlow. They had the slither in the net from the very first attack. In fact, Cavan Rafferty and Niamh McNulty both scored early goals, but Carlow snatched victory in the very last minute. Still, there's definitely signs that Tyrone will come good in 2014. Moving on to sunny Madden and the Ulster Championship semi-finals. Armagh put it up to champions Derry but found them in uncompromising mood. Colette, I know you got beat today, but looking forward to next week. Well, first of all, what do you think of Derry?
Derry was fabulous. You know, we kept with them in the first half. And that's a one positive. To take away from the game. They were only 2 points up at half time, but you can really notice that they're playing Division 1 Camogie and they're getting top flight games against the Corks and the Wexfords. And when they did come out like an absolute train in the second half, there, we just, in terms of whether it was fitness and first touch, they were, two good years ahead of us, in terms of where we want to be.
So what's happening in Ulster Camogie at the minute? You've Down coming through, Antrim aren't in the final, and Derry going strong.
Derry set the bar. I think we can all safely say that. Even Antrim, they've stole that mantle off Antrim, I suppose. And I know in terms of Armagh, we have a very young team, and we are going to keep pushing Antrim and Derry and Down. We just want to get up there, and that's at the end of the day, and we'll just have to work to get up there. That's the end of the story.
So Derry moved on to an Ulster final date with Down. Katie McInerney making sure, and captain Grainne McGoldrick delighted to have the final in Owenbeg.
It's a massive deal. I mean, we have never had an Ulster final in Derry as long as I can remember. It's always been Casement Park or Armagh or Down. So that was the incentive for today's win, to get to Owenbeg, and Owenbeg is looking fantastic at the minute, the new stand, the new facility, so it'll be exciting to get everybody from Ulster up to Owenbeg to display, to put on a showcase of Camogie next Saturday.
And that's exactly what Derry did. Running out on home soil, the Oakleaf girls made light of the conditions and destroyed Down with an impressive performance. McGoldrick flashed home a few goals, but the whole team was dominant all over the field, right back to veteran goalkeeper Claire O'Kane, who, after 17 years, was rumoured to be considering retirement.
17 years, it makes me feel so old, but I'm not really that old. I'm only young pup yet. As I said, 10 years ago was the last time that we had an Ulster Championship match in Derry, so to have it back in Derry was unreal, and the facilities have only been opened this year, and like I say, the county board has been brilliant to us, the footballers as well, so it's great having a good win in Derry this year.
Can you believe Derry Camogie is so strong?
I can, because I have been there in the lows and the highs, and years ago going with maybe 12 players to play a match and getting hammered by the likes of, believe it or not, Tyrone beat us one year, and it's just the experience coming up through the younger ones it's been great, and everybody has a part to play in the panel.
And what does Camogie mean to you, and what does Derry Camogie mean to you? You're very much part of this family.
Camogie's just, I don't know, I'm totally lost without it. It's just like the friends you've made through the years, it's unreal. Like some of them girls, I would regard them as really close friends. There's a couple that I would even regard as sisters. It's just a great family sport, and everybody's together. And Derry Camogie will always hold a special, no matter where I end up in later life. Derry Camogie will always have a special place to me.
The junior title went to Cavan, beating Armagh to secure back-to-back titles. It was a long journey for the Breffni girls all the way to North Derry, but a rewarding one.
Yeah, we couldn't have asked for a better venue. It's really a privilege to get playing on grounds like this, and Ulster Council and Derry County Board have a lot to be credited with for getting the game fixed here. So yeah, we were grateful. You could only play Camogie on that pitch anyway.
There was only one player of the match. I don't even know how many she scored, Roisin.
Yeah, Roisin's unbelievable. It just comes so natural to her. She doesn't really have to try. It's like the ball is stuck to her. So she's a great thinker and a great mover on the ball. So she gets herself in the right positions. And yeah, she was great for us today.
There seems to be great progress down in the Cavan and Monaghan areas.
Yeah, there's good progress now. This hurling's going in the right direction in Camogie. So hopefully it keeps going that way.
Finally, the intermediate decider saw Tyrone talk the talk and walk the walk, with 3 goals against Antrim to lead going into the closing stages. Caoimhe Rafferty's strike going straight to the net. But a very young Antrim team with only 2 players out of minors came good just in time. Number 9, Niamh Adams, with this goal to seal victory.
Oh, definitely. Brilliant to play with. And our mentors and everything just staying with us. These girls have been together since under 12, so we know each other inside out. It's just brilliant to win with them.
So the future looks bright for Antrim, even though they're not in the seniors this year?
I think sometimes counties would say we're in a period of transition. A lot of players retired en masse in Antrim, and probably at this point in time we're looking to the development, and there's a lot of good work going on. So I would say the future's always bright for Antrim.
So Antrim will be back?
Antrim will always be there.
On the club scene, there were more celebrations at Owenbeg in October, with Liatroim Fontenoys from Down back at the top in their 1-2-5 year.
Oh, it's just unbelievable, just the year we've had. You know, we haven't had a great couple of years, and this year we've all came together. Our management is just exceptional with Decky, me, Hall, John, Joe and Mooring. We couldn't have done it without them, and our girls just put in hard work at the end of the day. That's a paid off.
First of all, commiserations to Eagles there. It must be gut-wrenching for them. Like, to be honest, we sort of stole that a wee bit, and but then girls have worked very hard, and I think they deserve what they got out of that game today.
Some drama?
A lot of drama there, a lot of tension and nail biting and stuff, and I haven't got a nail left, to tell you the truth.
Was it your plan to get 2 goals at the end?
No, funny enough, we've been conceding goals all year, and we've worked really hard on it for the past 2 or 3 weeks on not giving away goals, and we got our rewards today.
Them girls, oh my God, so many girls I actually coached in not long since I've been playing. But we are just like sisters. Everything we do together, we do it all together. It is just unbelievable. We train 3 times a week. We haven't been at Ulster for 2006 was the last time we were in Ulster. We have been rebuilding from then, and from 2006 to now, we always felt we were good enough to win, and we just took more knocks and knocks and knocks. I have been in English's place. They are a fantastic team. They will dust themselves down and get up and get out of the game. We just have such believers and such big tradition in our club. It's all about winning. It's never about dying and about everybody throwing themselves over the line. And today we showed that. The English took the lead, and we fought and we fought and we fought, and we just got there. Brilliant.
Your greatest day in Camogie?
Oh, definitely has to be. It'll be even better if we take the All-Ireland with us now too. That'll be our next focus now.
The senior final saw a significant swing in the balance of power as Eoghan Rua ruthlessly dispatched defending champions Rossa, and despite winning 2 All-Ireland intermediate finals in Croke Park in recent times, the Derry girls saw an Ulster senior title as a more important achievement.
This is the thing to win. Like, I mean, talking to players that have been around the block there, like Grainne and Jane Carey and Maeve and Grace McMullen, you know, this is the thing that they wanted to win. And for a number of years, Derry didn't have a team in it, and Slackneil ran it last year and did well against Rossa. They lost out, but it's important that Derry teams are back in this level. And for us, this is where you want to be at, you know. And I'd say if you ask some of the girls in the dressing room there, this probably tops winning in All Ireland.
And talking about the girls, great moments in the second half, not just the goals, but the players coming off to great rounds of applause. It showed a great spirit, great celebration, great times for you.
Well, if you're in a position to do that, it's good because it shows that you've got a few points on the board. But I mean, whenever the likes of Jane and Grace is coming off, like, they've put in a lot into this club and they put a lot into this Camogie team, and you know, it's nice for the fans to get a bit of a chance to give them a bit of a cheer and show them what they think of them, you know.
Well, give me an example of just what those girls actually do. What do they put in, and you know, how much do they put in to get here?
Well, Jane Carey at the beginning of the year now was dodging training for a while, and you know, she was saying, I can't make it tonight, and then eventually said, I need to talk to you. So she told me that she was pregnant and she was going to miss the campaign, but she said to me, I'll be back for the Ulster final. So whenever we got to the Derry final, we had her on the bench, and she was hand in hand about coming to train. I says to her, Jane, we kept our part of the bargain, you kept yours. In fact, Jane had her baby daughter Eoghan, I think it was 7 weeks ago today, and she was back out. She played 50 minutes there today, you know, and you know, fair play to her. Grace, I don't know what age she is, but I mean, Grace has been a great servant and brought on a lot of the young players in this club, you know, and the young players have learnt a lot from those older, more experienced players, which is brilliant for them. Like.
And now the wee matter of the All-Ireland again, senior this time?
Yeah, well, that's a whole different ball game. I mean, I think we're due to play the Munster champions. I don't know yet. I think on the rotation. we'll go away and we'll prepare for that as best we can. We're conscious we're representing Ulster, we're representing Derry, we're representing Owen Roe. We'll want to put on a good show, and we'll see where that takes us. I'm not going to make any wild predictions about anything. You know, if it's Milford, we'll be playing the All-Ireland champions, and that tells you what you'll be up against.
And finally, some success for Down on All Stars night. The only Ulster winner this year. Back-to-back soaring stars for Karen Tinley.